Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Mike Leake is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Emilio Bonifacio heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often they're...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Oh, it's just so important for a visiting ball club to come out swinging in the first inning. You got to do what you can do to get on the board first. And he gives them a good shot at that right here as he kicks off the night with a leadoff double.
Gregory Polanco will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now for Bonifacio, that's double number 3 so far on the year. Chopped in front of home plate. 1 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Hit to short. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Starling Marte will stand in trying to keep that hitting streak alive. You see what he's done over the past 9 ball games. Leake pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
This is in the air to left. Left fielder is on the move, and that's the 3rd out. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Number 50 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, he did his job in his last start. He threw 7 complete innings, but still didn't get a decision. We'll see if he can get the W this time around.
Number 36 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 36.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
And the month of June is really where you begin to weed out the contenders from the pretenders. And with summer right around the corner, these guys are really starting to play some of their best baseball of the year.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it, 1 down. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Number 41 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
That evens it up 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Matt Carpenter gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Back to the mound and off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. After 1, no score. Joe Mauer will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now.
Yeah, and you know, I think a pitcher's first reaction on a comebacker is to duck. Get out of the way. And then when you finally figure out you're a major leaguer, your second reaction is to actually field the ball. And sometimes you can get caught between the two. But this is good awareness right here to know where this ball is, not panic, and still get the out.
Standing in now, Jung-Ho Gong. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 10 home runs and 30 RBIs. No score here as we play inning number 2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Leaks ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting 7, third baseman number 13.
David Freese takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Two and 0.
That's a ball.
The 2-0 on the way. A strike, and it's 2-1. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And these guys know that if you're going to get to a pitch like this, you got to get to him early. Well, once he settles in, he can be really tough. But they've got 2 on against him now and only 1 out.
Francisco Cervelli strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
A 1 pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Number 50 will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get 1 home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
And the pitch on 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stephen Piscotty will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Bonifacio scoops it up. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out.
First baseman.
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Striding into the box, Matt Adams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Bonifacio is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Yeah, this isn't an easy play for a second baseman. He's got so much to worry about. The first baseman backing up, the right fielder charging in. You know, but this is his ball, and he puts it away without much trouble.
Johnny Peralta will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Bonifacio comes up with it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Emilio Bonifacio is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Leak into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Gregory Polanco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Lays off 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Third inning, no score to this point. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Polanco is retired. 2 down now.
Center fielder Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Tommy Pham will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Cardinals.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets him started.
Yadier Molina will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Nobody out, runner on first. 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
The pitcher, Mike Leake, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
And too late on the recovery at first, and the bases are loaded now. So we'll see how they score this.
Oh, and with 2 guys on already, they couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Number 36 is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right
now. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. And he is in there.
Well, the bases were loaded before this pitch, but they ain't loaded anymore. They're forced to come in with the fastball, and he jumps all over it at the plate, just waffles it. And when things are all said and done, this is going to wind up clearing the bases.
Stepping in now, number 41. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1-1.
One and one, here it is. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bonifacio fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Well, that's pretty effective right there. Not only do you drive in a run on the ground ball, but you also move that other guy over to third base.
Matt Carpenter steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame, and another great opportunity to add to the total right here.
Marte is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Stephen Piscotty stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Cervelli is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. The Cardinals lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Pham giving chase. 1 away.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Joe Mauer stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Leake sets his sights. Here it is on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Jung Ho Gong will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail here 4-0. Matt Adams will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Mauer in foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
Up next for the Cardinals.
A reminder, we're back at it here tomorrow night on the show for Game 3 of this 4-game set, as you get a look there at the pitching matchup we'll have in store for us tomorrow night. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johnny Peralta. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1.
2-1's the
Well,
count.
you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, he hasn't earned it.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
Tommy Pham strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Four runs, only 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, David Freese, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Leake gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Carpenter. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Francisco Cervelli stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but When you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
On the ground up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now he's retired.
Number 50 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And this will get by Mauer, and down the line, it's a fair ball.
Well, they just kept going away, 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 and then finally he just said, I might as well hit it to the opposite field. So that's a great approach right there, and it nets him a base hit.
Into the box, Mike Leake. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Number 36 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And this is just a great job of protecting. You can see this pitch is down, it's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. In now, number 41. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Hit hard toward the right side. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete. Cards lead it 4-0. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Gregory Polanco will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
1-0.
And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 4-1 game.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Here's the 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Starling Marte will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Carpenter is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their 2nd run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And there's the first strike. 2-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Pirates 2. Matt Carpenter will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Hits this one hard the other way. Bonifacio over to his left. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Stephen Piscotty will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
And the off-speed stuff just continues to keep guys off balance here. He's still just got that 1 strikeout on his ledger, but he's had these guys in knots all throughout.
Matt Adams will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field.
Ball.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Jung Ho Gong is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the third baseman, David Freese. First pitch of the at-bat. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Up high. 2-1 now. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Francisco Cervelli will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
It's been a great start for him to this point. Into the 7th inning of work now, and that's just the first walk he's allowed so far. So maybe not a red flag just yet, but it is something worth watching.
Matt Joyce will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 17, Matt Joyce.
And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. 2-0 pitch on the way. This is skied out to deep center field. Pham racing back, still going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave one, still down by a count of 4-2. Archimedes Caminero will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Archimedes Caminero.
Johnny Peralta will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty, 0-2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. Now, you're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, let's give you a better look here at this 4-pitch sequence on Show Track. You'll see him get ahead early by working the outer half of the plate. All 3 pitches on the outer half. Then they come on the inner half for pitch number 4, and he's got no answer.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Marte going back to the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Ready now, Yadier Molina. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he lays off the 0-2 splitter, 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the play, one away.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Gregory Polanco stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that misses, ball one. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the eighth inning. In there, and it's even at 1. One and one, here it comes. Carpenter now at second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. A look there at our line score as we play the eighth inning here at Busch. Cardinals out in front as they look to try and hang on in front of the home crowd. Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
To short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. Matt Holliday is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Felipe Rivero will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Towards second. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 36.
Number 36 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
Yeah, he's looked very settled in at the plate in this one. He could have a little more in store for us right here.
Yeah.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Standing in now, number 41. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Pirates 2. Greg Holland is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Starling Marte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Holland pauses. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And there's a base hit as well as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Josh Harrison will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 5, Josh Harrison.
Into the box, Jung Ho Gong. Swing and a little tapper. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, this falls under the heading, getting it done any way you can. And that'll go as an infield signal, so now the bases are loaded, nobody out.
So striding in, David Freese, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. 1 run is scored. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
This team just never quits. They never say die. And they've come all the way back to tie this game in the top of the ninth. Can you believe it?
Kevin Segrist will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are two on here with nobody out. Francisco Cervelli will come in now in a big spot, and the infield, I would think, would have to come in now with the game tied.
Yeah, you've got to cut this run down at the plate if at all possible. So this may move everybody into the lip of the grass.
First offering on its way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited, and he's got every right to be.
Jonathan Broxton will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are two on here with nobody out. John Jaso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
John Jaso.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
Hit sharply on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Another run home to score in the inning, and it's not going to be charged to him, but still, he's got to find some way to get his guys out of this already.
Now to the plate, Emilio Bonifacio. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Comes set, now the pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
Well, I guess you could say that this sacrifice was partially successful. He makes the third baseman field it, so that's a plus. He gets one runner up to third, and that's a plus. But they do get the fielder's choice at second, so it won't be scored a sacrifice. So I guess that's a minus.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Swing, and he popped him up. And that will not score the run from third. Number 36 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Well, normally you prefer your hitters to be aggressive, but this was a situation where it really cost him. He's got 2 men on base, but he winds up chasing the first pitch out of the zone, pops it straight up.
Pause, now the pitch. Here's a ball lined into left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that'll build the lead up to 3 here in the top of the 9th.
That's all about picking up your teammate there. The guy before him pops up and can't get the run home, so he's up there saying, hey, don't worry, I got it. He knocks in the 2-out RBI.
Coming to the plate again, Starling Marte, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. From the stretch. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
2 down, runners at first and second. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it an 8-4 ball game.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Strikes.
The 1-0 delivery. This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ball game. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Pittsburgh leads this one 8-4. Josh Harrison will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Harrison.
Tony Watson will be the new pitcher.
Number 44, Tony Watson.
Matt Carpenter will lead things off now in a completely different ball game since the last time these guys took their hats.
And after that 6-run inning, you got to hope that you can put together some kind of response. The last thing you want to do is a 1, 2, 3 inning, so a little patience wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's the 1-1. To first, fielded by Freeze. And he's retired, 1 away.
Well, that's a nice job there at first. He takes it on 1 hop. Probably has time to do it himself, but he'll flip it to his pitcher instead.
Stephen Piscotty will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Strike.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Polanco on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 32, Matt Adams.
Matt Adams makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just a really nice come-from-behind victory here as they took the lead in the top of the 9th and then made it stand up. All in all, a tough loss here for this home crowd.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 8-4. Good night from St. Louis.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.